Okay, good morning everyone. Do our classic audio check, make sure things are... My playback's taking a minute. Audio works! Thank God I don't have to troubleshoot the mic again. Okay, so I'm still running without my Stream Deck because VODs. I'm getting closer. I'm only like 6 months behind now. I was back in August. Yep, I think I started in August. I had a lot of VODs that I needed to upload. Still working through most of them, but we're getting there. We're almost caught up. But today we're going to do some chill gaming. So I had Dredge still on my computer from like ages ago, but yeah, we're going to be firing that up, and we're just gonna chill out and relax for today. Just some game updates while we wait for the game to load. I played Skull and Bones a little bit, and I encountered a bug right before a news article popped up about it. Dredge is opening in the wrong monitor. This is interesting. Hang on, I need to see if I can swap this display. Ha, I can. Beautiful. Okay. Resolution, shadow, confine. Yeah, I want that to be confined. Important, negative. Metric works. Clock, scale. Yeah, that works. Tutorials. Normal, yeah. Pause in background. Okay. That seems like it should work. I played Skull and Bones right before it was found that there was a bug with how the Plunder Pass progressed. I had 97 marks redeemed. No, not 97, 87 redeemed. I had one in storage. Got one of the objectives for 3 marks worth. And I started getting chests. And then right after I reported the bug, they put a news notice on the front cover of Skull and Bones saying that, oh yeah, this is a problem, we're going to address it. So that's fun. And I'm also thinking of doing Satisfactory Sunday morning at like 3 or 4 a.m. just to get the power plant up and running. But now that I've got most of that out of the way, let's get into a new file. See, this is from my first and only playthrough, so we're going to be doing a new one because I have not done the Iron Rig, I have not done the Pale Reach, so there are going to be plenty of new plenty of new things. But for now, we do the typical restart. Job listing for an angler. And here we are! And it's getting dark and shit's happening outside. The lighthouse. Dredging the depths. I have wanted to get back into this game for a while now, but haven't really. Morning light fills your eyes, try to sit upright, lying on the cold, wet dock where you collapsed to the night before. Shouting orders, handful of workers, departing from boat nearby, man notices you Welcome to Greater Marrow. I must say, quite the dramatic first impression. I see you've already introduced yourself to the jagged rocks along the bay. Did you not see the lighthouse? It was shining right at you. Ah, well, I'm glad to see our new fisherman upright and breathing. Your boat was hopelessly damaged, but I've had a few of the locals move your things to one of our old vessels. We'll catch up later and discuss more details. I'll let you get out there to catch some fish, see if you can fill your cargo while you get your bearings in the light. I don't suppose I need to say this, but get back by sundown before the fog rolls in. Keep a close eye on the time. It can really creep up on you. Okay, so we've got a fishing rod. You've got a normal engine. Pursuits. Catch fish. Mackerel. Shit. See how many mackerel we can catch before the day is done. Caught a trophy mackerel. Alright, so it's 10 o'clock. Let's see if we can fish this. Nope. A cod. There. Time only advances when you're moving or fishing or taking other specific actions. Good. Okay, so it's almost 3 o'clock. Only really got room for one more fish. Isn't there a way to do, like, a sorting table? Messages, notes, journals. Well, we're all out of stuff, so let's go back there anyway. Step onto the dock at the Greater Marrow. Mayor is waiting nearby. I see you've returned in one piece. Very good. Before you head off to town, we should discuss the matter of your boat. Boat was damaged too badly. Be repaired. However, I'm more than happy to sell that replacement vessel, yours to own. I understand you may not have the necessary funds on hand, so we'll consider it a loan, but I want to make this easy for you. Until your debt is repaid, a tiny portion of your fish sales will go towards paying it off. A small amount of interest will go towards improving the town. You'll need to sell fish to the market, paying off your debt, and in turn keeping the population fed and satisfied. Off you go then, sell those fish when they're still fresh. To the fishmonger. Enter a squalid shack on the fringe of the marketplace. Familiar smell of fish fills the air. Flies buzz haphazardly around a downcast man behind the counter. New fisherman, surprised they found a new one so fast. What happened to the other one? He takes a certain kind of person to be out here. It's not a life for everyone. Anyway, to business. I'll pay for your fish. Bigger and fresher means more money. Some species are worth more too. Other towns and other islands might pay different, but while you've still got a debt outstanding here, I suggest you go to work paying it off first. Let's see what you got. And we are going to sell all of our fish. So we've got 125, almost 126 bucks to keep to ourselves. Mayor standing outside the fishmonger's store. What, is he stalking me? Excellent work. I have no doubt you'll be able to provide for this town. Look here, I found this down by the docks. I'm sure someone like you could make use out of it. Why don't you take it? Oh, one last thing. Our local shipwright mentioned she might be able to make modifications to your ship. You should pay her a visit. Shipwright making repairs to a damaged hull. Looks like you briefly returning back to work. Must be the new fisherman. They can make improvements to your vessel. Not in the business of doing favors. Payment up front. Everything takes some time to install. Take on any damage from the rocks or any damage at all, I can patch it up. Mostly. Shrugs gestures towards the hull she's currently attempting to repair. A number of wooden boards, all well above the waterline, splintered and scratched. Take a look around. Bigger the equipment, the longer it takes to install, so plan ahead. Well, I can't afford to wait in line. We don't really need a motor. I'm going to research the improved outboard. And then we will rest until dawn. Undock. Okay, so those are the stingray things. We can't fish them. Should be able to fish these. Nope. What about these? And that one thing depleted them. Okay. Is that shapes in the deep, or is that... Yep, that's boards. How's about you? Can I fish you? Spot has been depleted. Can't fish that. Can't fish that. That needs dredging stuff. What about these? These look fishable. Trophy fish. Oh, that's where the thing... Didn't see that in the last one. Okay, now we go back to the dock. Sell off our stuff again. And we should have her about sold off. The fishmonger. Special order come through from a customer. If you can fulfill it, I'll pay you above normal prices. They asked for a gulf flounder and a gray eel. You'll need to have a rod that can handle shallow water in order to catch those. Shipwright should be able to sort that for you. Sell all the fish. Some fish prefer deeper water while others stick to the shallows. If you're looking for something specific, it's important to know what depth you're working with. I have a good feeling about these engines. They'll take you far away too. Reliable. Provided you take care of them. We don't have any other research bits at the moment. So I am going to grab this and have that installed there. That just handles shallow. Ah, but yeah, that one's... The weighted line does have better stats, okay. So, it wasn't the best thing to buy, but I mean, it works. The pursuits. I need a flounder and an eel. The lights started getting weird on me. Can I use the spyglass to see anything? Oh, there's the eel. I used to be so good at this stuff. That'll work for now. Increases panic. Lights and sleeping will reduce it. Yeah, that's the fun thing about Dredge. The casual descent into eldritch horrors. Hunched woman approaches you from the steps to the lighthouse. She stops some distance away and looks at you with concern, visible apprehension. Why are you here? I've come to fish. Nothing here for someone like you anymore. Do yourself a favor and move on. Path leads to the light. Let's go to the fishmonger. Yep. Okay. Come back when you have everything. Now to business. Sell the fish. Mayor is walking towards you. Seems to be in a good mood with a spring in his step. Fantastic news. Thanks partly to your efforts, Greater Marrow is growing. Our town is sure to be swarming with visitors any day now. In fact, I've granted a That's a weird way of putting it. I've granted a consent for the shipwright to expand her facilities. The old dry dock is operational again. That should just be I've granted consent for the shipwright to, but whatever. Also located some money to improve the fishmonger's services. Might have something to talk to you about soon. Keep up the good work. We're glad you've chosen to be here with us. To the dry dock. We can make significant improvements to your vessel. Talking extra space, more attachment points, even superior hulls, decent stock of hard materials, lumber, metal scraps, that sort of thing. How do I get materials? Plenty of decent materials around the coast, various shipwrecks and the like. I'm sure they'll find a way to get them. Materials assigned towards upgrades. I can't talk. My tongue doesn't want to work. Materials assigned towards upgrades here will be stored. Will be stored here. But from what I understand, the person who made the game doesn't have English as a first language, so it all makes kind of sense. So don't worry if you only have half what we need. So we need lumber bolts cloth, lumber cloth, lumber bolts, lumber metal cloth. So let's venture across and see if we can... Oh, we also need our stingray, right? Or was it a flounder? Pursuits. Yeah, okay, we needed a flounder. That must be the iron rig. I didn't know you'd be able to see it from here. That's actually kind of impressive. The fishmonger. Yes, I have the fish. Grabs the fish, hands you some money. Good, good. Should be pleased with these. Got another order here. This one's a little more curious. They want a couple of squid and a whole black grouper. Fishing squid these days. They only feed at night. And, well, you know what lives are like around here. Good luck. Found this book. Out back could be useful to you. Rods, reels, and rigs added to cabin. Fishmonger reaches under the counter, hands you a damp battered book. Few shimmering fish scales are stuck to the cover. Settle the remaining fishes. Gonna mount the improved engine. And we should be able to just undock, and you can feel that we're more snappy now on the movement. Groupers? Okay, so those are flounder. Pursuits. 2 arrow squid and a grouper. It's not going to be a grouper. No, that's a dredge thing. Nope. Nope. Gulf flounder. I thought one of those things was what I was looking for. Mackerel. Let's at least dock here and see what's going on. Trader, you enter a brightly lit shop filled with antiques, shelves full of jewelry, other baubles, peers at you over spectacles. What was that? No, I don't believe it meant. Forgive me, my eyes aren't what they used to be. Specialize in antiques and jewelry. I'll purchase any special trinkets you happen to have. Anything nice today? No. Most days pretty quiet, not too great, but work straightforward. Yep, that's kind of what I thought, not what we're looking for. First, I'm only going to be able to fit like 2 of these. Gulf flounder, stingrays, eels. Ha ha ha! Ooh, but I'm not going to have the space for them. Okay, I can go out and sell the fish, grab one and come back. That'll be fine. Because I need to get the squids anyways. Lousy weather makes you not want to get out of bed, but you and I gotta do it, eh? It keeps people from going hungry. Okay, Mr. Mayor, why are you dinging? Just the person I was hoping to see. Will you be sailing out to the east, little Merrill? Would you give this package to the dock worker, please? Small damp package bound in string, dripping slightly. Dock worker will pay upon delivery. Please be quick. I don't want it to spoil. Check your compass and map if you get lost. Just casually, you know, try not to get whacked by any monsters. A delivery. Let's see here. Tears a small hole. Paper appears inside. Can't say for sure, but it feels as though he's shielding it from view. Nice and fresh. This is nicely. I'll pay you, I suppose. Hands some money. $25. Give him this old book, but it didn't make much sense. You're sure to get use out of it. Pulls a crumpled book. Hands it to you. A number of pages are folded over. Sustainable fishing. Perhaps you can read it while you're on the water. Stop by for chat anytime. I know how lonely it can be. Okay, so there were... Yeah, we need squids. Oh, come on. Where'd that rock come from? That hasn't been there before. Rocks that should not be are being. We're going to have to repair our vessel now. You're not forgetting some sleep, are you? Take frequent breaks is an important part of being productive. Okay. Fishmonger. I'm not giving him that one for the order. Hands you some money, 88 bucks. Night fishing is a tall order. We need to talk to you about new business venture, crab pots. Got one here for you. A bit banged up, but you could have it fixed the shipwright. Just drop it out at sea anywhere, then come back after a day or two to check on it. Fiddler crab and a common crab, both species found around here. Needs well rested to provide for the town. So we need the ability to dredge stuff. Hold on. Crab? Okay, so these are going to be in shallow-ish waters. Raise in the strand, the spine. Marrows 0 to 25. Okay. Common crab. Don't have the right equipment. Well, what do I gotta do to get the right equipment? Messages. 20th of August. Morning, second day of the honeymoon, first day proper, sailing around the islands and inlets. Love the rocks here, layers and colors so striking. Fishing relatively poor in these shallows. I know he'll keep his hands on the wheel instead of the rods. Renamed the boat last night. Julie. He did a fancy renaming ceremony. Think he took that more seriously than the wedding. Supposedly it's very important to perform it correctly, lest you want ill fortune to follow the vessel. Wanted to throw away everything with the old name on it, but I kept the keychain. Ocean's Riches was a good name. I think he has prepared a surprise picnic lunch. See the basket half hidden, stuffed under a blanket in front of the cabin. I love it when he tries to be romantic. Ah, one of the shrines. After dispose as an old husk, you pull a little closer, look inside. It's going to start getting late pretty soon. Lighthouse towers above, waves crash endlessly against the perilous rocks below. All creatures, human or otherwise, would have their brittle bodies broken and thrown at its feet. Ponder the intrinsic power of the structure, a vast column of stone, shouldering the responsibility of countless lives. How long will it stand? How long will it decay into ruin? Its purpose exhausted. Lighthouse towers above. For larger fish, they'll feed more mouths. Okay, so we're gonna get rid of that stuff. Turn to town. Dry dock. Researching the hydraulic rod. Probably should have gone for flexible, but I can get that afterwards. And we are going to zip our way across. Rods will reel in fish 10% more effectively. Very nice. Very, very nice. To the trader. Found anything special? Yeah, and we'll just wait until morning. Some different fish. There's gonna be shapes in the water in it. Yeah. Bunch of shapes. There's gonna be something really big and stupid that I can't catch, ain't you? Or it'll be the mackerel again. These guys. The all-seeing cod. Oh, merciful Jesus. Some of these aberrant fish are, strange. Eels? Yep. I can fit at least 2. to be able to fit more than 2. One, two, three. Ha! Ah. Grotesque fish to the fishmonger. Grins, raises the fish up to face before inhaling deep, stuttering breath. Ah, now this is where specimen liven up my day. I wonder. Runs fingers from the across length of the fish, as though feeling for something. Pushes from one side of its stomach, and a small shape can be seen against the bulging scales. From his stomach, he pulls a small piece of fabric, spreads it on the counter. It's a delicately patterned handkerchief. Got 50 for the one fish. Well, I've never seen anything that before on my day, so I'll give you this thing, and I'll pay for the fish too, of course. Not the first corrupted fish I've seen in these parts, so I'm sure you'll find more before too long. I'll pay you well if you find more. A man is looking in through a window to a cabin, mostly in shadow. I know what you took from the fishmonger. I'll be clear. I know he extracted an artifact from it. I'll need to inspect it, but not here. Meet me on Blackstone Isle, out of the bay. Cut south. I have a business proposition you'll want to hear. I'll be waiting. Research. It's about 6 o'clock, so we're just going to rest. We can wait for Blackstone Isle until the morning. Out of the bay and cut south. Have you run into a photographer on your travels? She talked to you a few days ago for supplies. Take some pictures of town for promotional purposes. Didn't seem too interested. Mentioned heading south. Perhaps you should introduce yourself. Ah, there's Blackstone Isle. Well, that's about depleted. Floating buoy, super safe passage past rocks and hazards. Brief respite from the gloom. Too deep. This is going to be mackerel again, isn't it? Nope, nope, it's the flounders. But for now, I'm going to head over here to Blackstone Isle. Was that what I had to do? Did I have to, like, uncover a weird fish? To the mansion. Man is sitting in the doorway watching you approach, holding an old book in one hand, bound in crimson with silver ribbons. Came good, allow me to introduce myself. I'm a collector of many things. Art, artifacts, treasures, truths, curios occupy the periphery of desire. And you have something for me. Give the handkerchief to the collector, holds it against the flickering light, and studies it. Patterns are unmistakable even after all this time. Handkerchief comes from an old ship I've been searching for. Sank many years ago. Carried items of great importance. As you can imagine, retrieving them is proving to be challenging. That's where you come in. Proposition, I will outfit your vessel with equipment that will let you dredge wrecks and dark depths. Yes! Finally! Find me the relics. I will reward you in ways beyond imagining. What do you say? I accept. I'll prepare the equipment immediately. We can now dredge. We need a ring, a necklace, a watch, and a music box, and a key. Ask around town, shipwrecks, anything that might be worth investigating. Return when you have something. Oh, first things first, I'm going to go and visit this floating little golden thingy. The 21st of August. Oops, nope, wrong thing. Messages. Okay, so that was the 20th of August. This is the day after. Slight accident yesterday around shallows at the back of Greater Marrow. Rock seemingly appeared out of nowhere and struck the front of the boat. Didn't penetrate the hull, but it jostled us around and a few items fell overboard into the water. Did not see what they were, which is some concern, but we believe all important articles are accounted for. Been checking over some notes from the boat, renaming ceremony, paranoid he performed the steps incorrectly. Never known him to be so superstitious. Well, let's check this first, because this looks like something. Got us some cloth. Excellent. There's more cloth. Metal bits. Seems like we can get at least one more. Got sustainable fishing out of the way. Oh, good God. We're just going to dock here. This is fine. A grieving father. Well, yes, you see, my only son was lost at sea some years ago. He's still out there somewhere, one of those wrecks, alone in the cold, dark water. The man is clearly trying his hardest to remain composed. Tremors of grief rack his body. Cannot talk. God dang it. Wondering, I noticed you have some dredging equipment installed on your vessel. If you're able to retrieve any of his belongings from the wreck, I think he'd feel more at peace if his mementos were with me. Or a bronze belt buckle, specially engraved. I recognize it anywhere. If there's a chance you could find it, I'd be in your debt. A painter. Ah, the fisherman. I thought you might stop by. Welcome to my humble studio. To experiment with some decorations? Yes, I'm the person to talk to. I can attach flags and bunting and add some style to your boat. I have designs here already that you might like. Find any others on your travels, bring them back, and I can rig them up for you. Add a special splash of color to your hull. Sorry to say that my selection of pigments limited at the moment, though. May help find more pigments. Thanks for a short while. The other day, down by the shoreline, saw a strange crab with the most strikingly vibrant coloration. Aren't suited to killing over the rocks, chasing crustaceans, but if you caught such a creature, He clears scraps of cloth and paper from his workbench, revealing a large pestle and mortar. With the right binding agent, we can grind them together for a new mixture. Turns back to you, a cunning plan formed in his mind. Bring me some of these strange crabs, will turn your vessel into a work of art. But for now, what can I help you with? Bunting off, bunting on. We will throw the items into storage for now, return to town, and rest until the morning. Productive so far. We actually got the dredging stuff. Right, but now I need planks. Required a measure of concentration. Well, this one's a lot easier. Okay, I need wood. Well, maybe not a whole lot of wood, but at least some wood. A little bit too quick on the draw there. Got an upgrade bit. Some lumber. A little bit more lumber. Very good, yes. And we will cross around. There's some gurgling here, so this looks like it might have... Ooh, yes. Okay, hang on. Dry dock. More rods. To the lighthouse keeper. Do you know of any shipwrecks? She eyes you suspiciously. There's a spot near the back of Greater Marrow where the current carries in wreckage from the sea. Some nights you can see an unnatural glow rising from that patch of dark water. I can't imagine what's down there in the deep. If you're looking for what I think you're looking for, it's best you just move on. I should go. A builder. Approach a woman sitting on a dockside, staring at the sea. She turns to you. What's it like out there? It's peaceful. Gotta be a damn sight better than this bloody town. Think I just need to get away for a while, maybe not come back. Going backwards is a mistake, don't you think? You should always keep moving forward, moving along. Gazing out to sea again, lost in thought. Say, if you find some materials, maybe you can help me move. I mean, really move. There's an island I've heard about, Steel Point, just to the north. 2 units of lumber, 2 units of scrap, all I need. I can make a new place for myself there. You'd be welcome to visit too. Just stack it up at Steel Point when you have anything. Pay you when the job is done. Research. We can get the new pole. Let's go visit the shipwright. So that's coastal, that's shallow, that does coastal and shallow. Send that to storage. Send that to storage. Going to buy the flexible pole. Throw those to storage. Repair the crab pot. Turn to town. Ha ha ha! These are both fish for the order. Wraps up the crabs, hands you money. Glad you got some use out of the pot. Can always buy more or repair damaged ones. Final request for you. Have you seen some fish here that can deform? I can't talk. Hello. One final request for you. As you've seen, some fish around here can develop odd deformities. What do you think happens to a person that eats the flesh of one of those mutants? They go mad. Well, perhaps, but I want to know for sure. Bring me a mutant fish, any will do. Just keep this between the two of us. Going to send the pot to storage. Return to town. And we shall rest for now. Okay, so I still can't go after oceanic fish. But I have that improved rod. A barbed eel. Is that oceanic? Yep. Let's get us some scrap. Upgrade bit, I'll take it. Alright, that's 2 scrap. A slab of rock juts from the water bearing crude symbols. Yeah, we need flounders for that. Up to the boat. We're starting to get late, but we still got a moment's time. Stone hums, setting ripples through the air around it. Faint shapes dance upon its surface, vanishing before you focus on them. Yeah, that's for, like, when we're going insane. And this, we're only going to be able to, like, grab one of... That's more eels. Gotta work on getting back to dock before it gets too dark. Well, that was the only fish we could get there. Our research. Mangrove coastal. Can I research that even? Not that I even can use it. I'll throw one in for the twin prop. Is it the fishmonger? Takes the aberrant from you, clutches it close to his chest, wringing his hands around its slimy body. Why don't you take these two? They're of no use to me. Sounds like the faintest whispering. You listen, but silence. In the stillness of the room, the fishmonger's hands begin to tremble. His face grows anguished. Please sell what you need, then leave. I must deal with this creature quickly now. Monger's door slams behind you. You hear the heavy scraping of a metal bar sliding against it. Pulls a book from the toolbox, hands it to you. A few of the pages are stuck together with grease. Okay, so we need a lumber. We need 3 lumber and a metal. Oh, wait, nope, we have one of the lumbers. I must have forgotten about this. Well, let's finish researching this. Or at least getting the parts for that. So now we just need the 2 lumber and a metal. Make that just 2 lumber. Rest until dawn. We are making progress. So, lady said that she was going to set up shop to the south. What's this? Damn it. A ring. A shard ray. Well, we can't really fit any more in. Shipwreck. Trying to like squint at the stuff to the west. Okay, we're not going to get that just yet. We needed 2 lumber, and we already had the 1 metal in our inventory. So we'll just get the 1 more lumber. Now it is getting dark. Need to head back to Greater Marrow. Before the night closes in and Cthulhu comes. To the dry dock. Oh, we need money for that. Okay, so we need like 150 bucks, but we've got the things we need. Throw that in storage. Throw that in storage. Blinding headache today. Did you come by yesterday? I don't recall. Anyway, what can I do for you? Oh, those fish were expensive. That's 125. That's only 50. So we can buy both of them. Okay, so we need 2 cloth, 3 wood, 2 scrap metal, and 1 refined metal. Ugh. We also need $500. The pursuits. Return the belt buckle. Search for relics. Deliver 2 lumber and 2 scrap. Ah, that's gotta be the other dock. Sustainable fishing, 10% chance not to reduce fish stocks when catching fish. Oop, crap. I bumped the thing because I was not oriented the correct way. Motor over here. To the grieving father. Explain the Give the belt buckle to the man. This is his. Oh, thank you. Bless you. You returned him to me. Please take this. I'm not in a way to pay you, but this might have some value. Yes, up to the north. That looks like part of a shipwreck. One strong wooden hull lays broken against the shoreline. The stern is completely breached. Pull a bit closer to clamber into the back of the wreck. You look around. This should be just shapes in the water. It is now noon. Pelge? Thanks for the follow. Not quite sure how to say that, but thank you for the follow. Hope you're enjoying. Just having a chill day. Gonna try to get one more piece of cloth over here. Secondary cloth. This is metal. Getting late though. We do have a dock like right here. To the material pile, where the builder wants the materials delivered. And we shall wait until morning, when we can actually see what we're doing. Shapes in the deep. Metal scrap. Gotta head back to Greater Marrow now, because we're out of inventory space. Gonna have to do a lot more fishing soon to get that hull upgrade. Should also, like, work on getting those flounders. What was it? Correct engine operation. Engines provide 5 more movement speed than listed. Or 5% more movement speed than listed. Okay, so research. Volcanic shallow, mangrove coastal. Get the mangrove and coastal. The dry dock. The new hull. So we need a wood and a refined metal. And a ton of money. Cod. These aren't cod. It's the next one, isn't it? Nope, these are cod. One more. And then that shrine should have been... Well, there's your wood. Get the wood on the way back. Bearing symbols of curved fish. Its base shape has been carved away. Wave washes over the fish, sweeping them away. When the water recedes, you notice something has lodged against the rock. A sinew spindle. Does coastal and shellfish. This will take care of our little lumber issue. Interesting noises. A brood squid and a trophy squid. To the fishmonger. Larger fish, they'll feed more mouths. Okay, we're going to sell our fish. Going to visit the dry dock. Going to drop off that scrap. Still need plenty of money, and we have yet to find a refined metal. Okay, so where am I going? That's Steel Point. Could head back there. We gotta head to the north, basically. Yeah, let's go look around Steel Point. Because she still needs material for her house. What do I need to give you? Do you just need wood? Yes, you just need 2 wood. A goblet. A turtle? I don't remember there being turtles in this. Then again, it has been a while, so they could have added a bunch of like ambient things. We got a plate. We need to get back to the point. Because it is going to get late. I'm saved, I'm saved. You look terrible. Are you okay? I bet I do. Certainly felt better. I've been chewing on seaweed and starfish longer than I'd like. Washed up here some weeks ago now. In rough seas, and a wave at his broadside jostled overboard and swept away. I thought a crew would come find me by now, but yours is the first ship to pass by. To Little Marrow, I should be able to catch them there when they next stop by. The Castaway. Well, it's going to be a hot minute before I can get you to Little Marrow, but we can head in that direction. Wait until the morning comes. And then we cross over to Little Marrow. And while we're here, we could sell all those trinkets that we collected. I think that's wood off to our south. Sweet smell of civilization. Thought I'd never miss it. Turns to you, someone who's just been saved. He seems gloomy. Not much on me, as you can imagine, and I'm feeling this isn't worth much anymore, for me at least, but perhaps it might be worth something for you. Emblazoned with the symbol of a captain's wheel. We're gonna sell all the trinkets. Okay, so we're at 421. Wood. And that was the only piece of lumber. We can head out to these islands and see if there's anything there. What's the worst that can happen? Oh, I know who this is. swathed in dark blue robes, face barely visible. Please help, barely hear the rasping whisper above the wind and waves. Fulfill the hunger. It appears to be a blue mackerel. Dolphins. With expert precision, they plunge their hands through the gullet of the fish and tear out the heart. They stuff it into their mouth unceremoniously. More still empty. Tiger mackerel. Making a break across open water. Surely nothing bad will happen. Ahoy there, a new face, a fisherman I take it. Perfect, well we should get along like a house on fire, haha. Traveler and a merchant, all rolled in one. Have any fish to sell? I'll take them, board them, sell them at the next town I come across. I haul a small cargo of equipment between places. You're welcome to peruse the stock and see if there's anything that takes your fancy. Dry docks at other ports make same upgrades to your boat here at this floating dock. Check it out. Yeah, I need, Have you met the photographer? She stopped by my pontoon a little while back, loaded up with fancy camera equipment to take pictures of wildlife. Wish I had my own camera. Wouldn't it be nice to be able to document everything to do? You never forget anything. Said she was setting up a small island south of the Marrows. If you're in the area, maybe you should check on her. Want to chat? Do you need help with anything? Assistance from an angler? Absolutely. Been trying to collect records of where each species of fish is located. Figured out most of them on my travels so far, but there are a few I haven't been able to track down. Reckon you could share your info with me? Sure. Oarfish, gulper eel, Goliath tiger, and coelacanth. A little about each species already, so maybe I can point you in the right direction. Coelacanth. No idea where the coelacanth might be, but they are a primordial feel to them, don't you think? What about the other? Goliath tiger. Legitimately scary. Hunt in murky, swampy waters, using the shade of trees as cover. The other. Gulper eels. Live in the deepest depths imaginable. Having to get some specialist gear to catch one of those. Oarfish. Long, fragile bodies. Suspect they live reasonably deep but calm water. Maybe the Gale Cliffs would suit them. Are we going now? To fish market, buy the fish, crab pots. Mangrove coastal. Could get the oceanic rod. But then I'd have to restart catching up stuff. Lasts for 1 day. Didn't she say that I could, like, buy stuff? Yeah, I need to get back there because that's where the guy is. Then I need a little bit more money and what? Some wood for that person's thing. Rotten mass lays down the island, half hidden by foliage. At its base, an old boat is cracked in two. Some eels. Still empty. They rip into the flesh of the fish, drawing out its heart, consumed as quickly as the first. Almost fulfilled. Snake mackerel. I think I should be heading back to the Marrows. I don't have whatever that is. Could fish that, but it is getting late, and I would rather not be caught out unawares. Encyclopedia. It said coastal, right? There. Could be caught at the Devil's Spine. Really? Well, I guess I would have to head just a little bit north and I might start finding it. To the fishmonger! Yeah, we still need that refined metal. Need a refined metal and like 1 wood. Only gonna be able to go for another like 10-15 minutes. Okay. So I want to head northeast. So that I can kind of look for this funky long fish. And also that scrap of wood that we need. That's going to end up being cloth. Nope, it's metal. Never mind, but it's the wrong kind of metal. A whale. That's the thing we need. Oh god, it's getting late. Cut through the center. Bang a hard left. We'll wait for morning to come here, and then we will zip towards the guy. My engine! God dang it! You piece of crap! Well, we're almost certainly not making it there now. God, we are barely moving. I keep checking the fish because, like, we need to repair our ship. We also need to get across to the thing before the fish spoils. All I had to do was not get my engines blown out. But we're almost back to Greater Marrow. Condition stale. Yeah, we need to sell it before it goes bad. And I still have not found the refined metal. Okay. So... that's Blackstone, that's Little Marrow. Our guy is out there. So let's head toward Blackstone, bank a left. And I'll try to locate another fish. Hey, Doll Waters. Whale. Never mind, not a whale. Nope, actually, never mind, it is a whale. There's a box out there. A stingray. Oceanic. I think we just gotta, like, make a break for that dock. And then, like, come right back south. Snake mackerel this way. I'm gonna hit the dock by whatever that is. I have heard beasties growl. I would rather not hear more. A man meets you as you dock, bracing himself against wind and spray. O rapturous day, a fresh disciple carried to me atop the waves. Come ashore, rest your weary soul. Your arrival is providence from the deep itself. I have been calling, and now you are the answer. The right to purification is at hand, and you are to be my replacement. Your trial begins immediately. Tell me, what does your spirit seek? Happiness, merely an excuse to halt the search for something greater. Happiness is, by definition, a compromise. And your flesh, what does it crave? Warmth of the sun, yet it eludes you. Darkness is cast over the rest of your days. Finally, what does the world deserve? Everything? In a way, it deserves all that is washed ashore, freely given from the deep, but no more than that. Trial is concluded, you still have much to learn, but the knowledge will be delivered to you in time. It's to act as herald of the purge, just as I was for the one before me. Excuse me. Nearby spires blaze with eternal fire, yet the stone hearths of these three idols lie barren and void. Retrieve the 3 fathomless flames from the crags behind us and ignite the crucibles. Visit the shrines of the deep, I'll mark them, they offer further guidance, I must provide no more. We wait until morning, and then we head straight south. Somewhere around here is going to be one of the mackerels that we need. Yep, snake mackerel. Got a long way to go, straight south. I really need more upgrades, but I can't... I think I need to go into the, what is it? The windy area. The crags where I was, where I found the, traveling merchant person. There. Yes. Hopefully we are in time. The fish barely left your hands before splintered nails begin peeling at its scales. Heart is extracted and devoured. Head tilts towards you. They take a book from inside their robe, hand it over. Hunger sated, now I wait. Cross their arms and appear to fall into a deep sleep. Haggling and bartering. We must travel back to where it is safe. Back before the madness comes. Yep, the things that are not things. A snag squid. To the fishmonger. I will sell my fish. And we still need more money because we damaged our boat. I'm going to get us to that, well, first we're going to go to Steel Point. Drop off our stuff. So that's to the north. I'll come back. On my return trip, I'll probably grab some fish. I'll grab the person who's trying to move up here. Ideally, we can do all that in a day. Ah, crap. Wood? Yeah. That's cloth. We don't need cloth. Delivered all the materials. Should let the builder know. They're at Little Marrow, so we'll go there. Should have time to grab her, pick her up, bring her there. Maybe, just maybe, because we're only at like 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock now. But once I get the builder there, I want to be able to get to the Windy Bluffs where that trader was. Talk to the builder. No sense in wasting time. Let's get going. Good riddance, Greater Marrow. I'm onward bound. Should have just enough time. Yeah, and that red X on our map should mark where the dredge is, the iron rig. Yes, yes, this'll do. Thank you, fella. Give me a short while to get built there. You're welcome back anytime. Pulls out a handful of components. Take these. Always good to have on hand. Research bits! Fantastic. And then we wait away the day here. We undock. Yes, I want to head down to the Gale Cliffs. So we need to go southeast. I know that's where I found a bit of my metal, the refined metal in my last playthrough. But, like, refined metal is one of the rarest items in the game. So, actually managing to get it is going to be a task. I don't actually think there's going to be any, like, rare metal around here. Okay. I do want to harvest, like, oceanic fish. But I don't want to set the hull progress that far back. The haggling thing. 5% increased sell prices, 5 reduced buy prices. Percent. 5% increase buy and sell. An eerie wind to be blowing. Excuse me. I suppose it's not going to wait if time doesn't move forward when I'm sitting here, huh? Planks and more things. An old man emerges from one of the nearby broken buildings and hobbles towards you. Oh, greetings. Don't get many visitors around here. What do you need? Place doesn't seem safe. Why do you live here? Been stubbornly holding out for quite some time. Truth be told, been reconsidering my position lately. Been happy here for so long. Wife and I had such a beautiful life until the collapse. Now I'm alone, cut off by land and sea, left only with these trembling rocks on all sides. Pick it up and move. It's not that simple. My brother would never. You see, I used to live in Ingfell with my brother. He was a whaler back in the day. Things were bad. We fought a lot, mostly about how our parents' inheritance should be divided. We were in the prime foolishness of our youth. Wife and I decided to move here. We took the family crest, stole it from him. Now after all this time, I can't return without it. Why don't you give it back to him? It's not as simple as that. After the collapse, that creature had dragged debris from the houses down into its wretched burrows. The crest went down with it. It's a lost cause, I know, but if you were to find it, it's a large whalebone crest. It would mean the world to me. I could look for it. Thank you, but please be careful. Check on the research. I've got 3 parts. Let's get the heat-resistant line, which unlocks the versatile rod, which we don't have room for yet. But let's also throw research into the improved trawl net. We undock from here. Gonna grab this little floating dinghy buoy. The artifact SY Grand Prize, owned by Michael Schultz, Port of the Vale Cliffs. An oaken music box. Previously salvaged from an undisclosed shipwreck, letter J carved on the other side, otherwise in reasonable condition, not been opened for fear of damaging the mechanism. Wooden mask. 12-piece tea set, a jar of earth. An Ingfell resident. What can you tell me about the cliffs? Been trying to prepare a special meal for my partner, but I've been having some issues. Around here we consider aged conger eels to be a particular delicacy. You might say they are rotting, but they're delicious if prepared correctly. Normally we bury them in the ground, allow them to mature, but our dog keeps digging them up and eating them. Can't raise the subject without spoiling the surprise. Can you bring me an aged conger eel? Decently compensated. Okay, so we're going to call it a stream here. Made some decent progress. Almost got the second hull upgrade. Game will be saved. Yes. So, again, my current plan, more or less, is that this weekend I'll try to squeeze in a stream of Satisfactory to get the power plant up and running finally after like 5 streams trying to do that. Next week, Tuesday at around 8 a.m., that should be our Sea of Thieves stream to test out the Reaper Runner update. I refuse to call it the Reaper's Rule update because Reapers do nothing but run. So we'll be doing that. Then Thursday, I'm not sure what we're doing Thursday. I might do some more Witcher. No, maybe. Hello, Ghost Killer. I was just wrapping up stream. I'm not exactly sure what I'll be doing next Thursday around 8 a.m. Might do a little bit more Dredge just to pass the time. Because next week I have Friday night and Saturday night off. So Saturday night next week I might also try to squeeze in a stream on the longer end. Probably around 3 a.m.-ish on Sunday to do some Witcher 3. But that's not this Sunday, that's going to be next Sunday. And I do usually stream Tuesdays and Thursdays, 8 a.m. But right now I gotta go to sleep because I have work night. Take care, everyone. Stay safe. Have a good one. I will catch y'all next time around. And ciao.